Hi, my name is Benoit Glazer. I am a musician. I dabble in all kinds of things, and I moved to Orlando from Montreal in 1998, and I've been here since. Culture starts with language, and in Quebec for more than 400 years, we've been living in a small puddle of French surrounded by an ocean of English, and so this is a major part of who we are, having to defend, to be aggressively defending our language. There was a few rules in our family. Our kids were not allowed to speak English in the house. And so to this day, their French is absolutely more than fluent, it's strong. The other rule, they had to learn a third language. And then music is also a language, and they had to learn 3 instruments. That was the thing. My mom could sing, but she didn't play an instrument. My father was a very accomplished fiddler and played guitar very well, so I was exposed to music at an early age, and I was exposed to traditional Quebecois music at an early age. So the original pioneers mostly came from Brittany, except for the women. The women came from Ile-de-France because the king sent them. They spoke French, and the Britons, they spoke Breton, which is a Celtic language. They were a Celtic culture, so that's why our folkloric music kind of sounds a lot like Irish music. Our version of the blues is complaints, and they're literally complaints about the quality of life under British, that kind of thing. But it sounds like love songs if you don't understand the language. Yeah, my parents danced together. That's where they met. And they dance in a professional folkloric troupe. I like to talk about my mom because I have maybe a reputation for doing a lot. In a day, I can accomplish a lot, and I get that from my mom. Generous to the community. And so I learned that from her, and I try to emulate, what she did. My father had a very poor childhood. You develop a way of thinking when that's what you have to go through to survive, He made his own tools, his own dyes, he had a very smart way of doing things. I always thought he was the smartest man on earth, Of course, he was my father. Designing things, thinking as an engineer is just who I am, it seems. I always admired my dad for that, and I always thanking him every day in my mind. So I first had an offer to go to Vegas for Cirque du Soleil, and I said no. So Orlando seemed like a more appropriate place to raise my family. I tried to duplicate what Montreal, with a lot of places in Montreal, there's a place called L'Air du Stand, which is a defunct jazz club in Old Montreal. So there was brick, there was wood. A lot of the inspiration for the design came from places in Montreal. And more importantly, I tried to bring Montreal here, the spirit of Montreal. The community we've created here, although politically very diverse and ethnically very diverse, believe that the universe is all one thing, and arts is important, and arts is the highest form of human endeavor there is. And it's not about what, it's about how much of it and the accessibility of it. A lot of what we do is pay what you want, which is why we've always had a place for local, amateur groups. Arts are important. Arts education is the most important thing there is. You'll create better people, you'll develop better people if you do that. And sharing the arts with everyone, make sure that it's accessible to everyone. This is the legacy, all of that is the legacy that I want to leave. Somebody take over when I'm gone, somebody take this over and go with it and make it better, and make it grow.